ChatGPT to actually write you some awesome YouTube ad scripts. Now, in terms of like, where do I come from this? Basically, founder of Titan Market. If you've not seen me before, we've generated millions of dollars in sales across a wide range of industry with YouTube ads. Now, what's really fun is, given we now have the advent of AI and ChatGPT, it's like, probably if you've not heard of it, I'll go into that in a little second. But how do we actually get like AI to write us YouTube ad scripts that are just going to work first time? We've been going back and forth on this for the last couple of months, and we have something really exciting to be sharing with you today. In this video, I'm literally going to be sharing with you everything you need to be able to do that. I'm going to give you the full templates and checklists and everything to make this work. But by the end of it, you'll literally have the ability to create $1 million YouTube ads in minutes with ChatGPT. So let's jump straight into that. So the first thing we need to understand is, well, what is ChatGPT? So if you've not come across ChatGPT, let me just share my screen. It is like probably the coolest thing ever. It's going to revolutionize the way that we write copy, the way that whole industries operate. Probably the best quote I've heard from it is, it's literally what the tractor is to today's industry to what it was at the turn of the Industrial Revolution. So really, really cool. So how do we get AI to basically do cool tasks for us, and how does that work? So let me just share my screen and I'll show you what ChatGPT is. So you can see how all of that comes apart. So where is my ChatGPT? Here. So this is ChatGPT, and basically it's an AI. Oh, I think I've clicked the wrong window. One moment. I will head over to that window. Actually, I might just do that whole entire screen. Okay, so this screen. Okay, so the cool thing is, like, this is ChatGPT. You can basically come in here and ask it any questions that you want to ask it, and it'll basically give you the answer. So totally nuts. But what we're going to use it for today is, we are just going to use it to create YouTube ads. And how does that work? So the first thing we need to do, as it is AI, is give it a whole bunch of information. The problem that where most people go wrong, and the biggest mistake we see with people using AI to create copy or to do things in their business, is they just expect it to know everything about you to get started. So if I, like right now, said, hey, create me a YouTube ad on this, it would do it, but it probably wouldn't be very good. Okay, so the more data we give it, the better that it will become. It's one of those, like, good data in, good data out type situations. So let's have a look at what we've decided to give it to make this all work. So this is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. It's the full procedure to put it all together. So this is, let me just scroll back up to the top of the page. So this here is literally the step-by-step procedure to be able to write really cool scripts with YouTube advertising. I'm going to break it all down, show you how this all works, so you can create some really cool ads without even having to type anything into your computer. Okay, so let's have a look at how this comes together. Well, basically what we want to do is start with our new chat. So, start with the directions. So YouTube ads, I might just do that, like AI, YouTube ad script writing template, okay? And we're going to be going how that all comes together. So the first thing we need to do is jump in and go ChatGPT to write a detailed summary of your business or offer. This is probably the most important part, because if you don't have a detailed summary, and ChatGPT doesn't understand your business or offer, you're going to be a bit stuck. So what we have, and I'll give you a link to this as well, is we usually start with an avatar, okay? So the example I'm going to use here, if you've never met before, yes, I run Titan Marketer. We help people with YouTube ads, but I also have another business where we run where we teach kids how to start businesses before they finish school. So the example that I'm going to use here is, well, how do we get a ChatGPT to write me a YouTube ad for youth in business to, get out to mums who want to teach their kids how to start successful businesses? Okay, so that's the topic that I'm going to use, and you guys can see how this works together. So basically, the way I do my avatar is really, really clean. Again, I'll give you this this template if you'd like. One sentence. You should be able to suss out like who it is that you want to target with one sentence. So entrepreneurial mom who wants their kids to learn or start a successful business. Okay. Demographics. Who are they? Geographics. Where are they? What are they looking for? Behaviors, fears, frustrations, wants. So what we need to do, if we come back over to here, is this is basically the prompt that we would put oh, prompt that we want to put straight into ChatGPT. So we just copy this. Please create a detailed summary of the following avatar who we want to target with advertising. Okay, cool. So keep it start quite broad. And then what we would do is, oh, let me just edit this. I'll refresh ChatGPT. So the other cool thing is basically, I might add it all in here. So usually I'll add it in here. So demographics, my demographics would be, just want to make a copy of this. Okay, cool. So my demographics here are going to be these people here. So I'll just copy this. Once this loads, I'll put this into my Google Doc. And I can just copy them out like so. Okay. Same with this one. Copy here. Paste here. Copy here. So this is when you do your avatar, basically you want to go through and probably just dot point out the things that you're looking for in your demographic. Now, this bit's really important. I'm not going to go through how to create your avatar because we just basically want to give ChatGPT as much good information, like as good information as we can give it, right? Cool. Fears, so nearly done. Frustrations. Now, these are the things that when you're writing copy, the things you really want to get inside of the head of the person that you're talking to are the fears, frustrations, and wants. They're the big things. You can do needs, but I find those three is enough. Okay, so this would be the script. Please create a detailed summary of the following avatar who we want to target with advertising. Okay, so I can just copy all of this, and I can literally just chuck that straight into ChatGPT. Okay, cool. So that's everything that I've just done there. And let's see what it spits out. Bang. So this is the summary that it's going to write. The target for the avatar is, a mother between the age of 35, 55, living in Australia, UK, wherever, blah, 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 blah. So you can see here it's pretty much got a good summary of what it is that I'm looking for here. Okay, so now ChatGPT sort of understands who it is that I want to target and what it is that I'm looking to do. Okay. Now the next step, while it's writing that out, and you can watch it write it out, which I think that's pretty cool how it's put it all into one thing like that. What we need to do now is now we need to look at, okay, now that we know who we want to target, what's the offer? And the offer is usually landing page. So the next thing I get them to do, next thing I'll do is like, this is the person and this is the offer. Okay. So the offer is usually a landing page. So I'll be like, hey, please create a summary of this landing page and then put the following things in. Okay. Here's an example. Please create a summary of the landing page, text for masterclass that teaches kids how to. Headline is this. Subheadline is this, and then the body, right? So for example, what does that look like? So I'll show you the landing page. So the landing page that we want to do, this is the landing page here that we're looking at doing. I'll just get rid of this silly preview thing at the top. Cool. So now we can see that, this is the landing page I want to create some YouTube ads for, okay? So what do? Basically, you can see in the text here, I've already put in the headline and the subheadline. The body text, however, is basically the rest of the thing. So here, I can put all of this in here like this. So that's the answer. And then the body text, I'll just come from here and I'll literally just go like this, okay? So I'll just copy all the copy on the landing page, like really, that's it. Now, there's not a lot of copy on this landing page, but it does talk about like what we're doing, how it works. I just literally copy everything from there, and I would just go, where's ChatGPT? Just paste it straight in here. Okay. That's it. And and now I'm going to ask for a summary of the landing page. Okay. So the advertise a free masterclass teaching kids how to create a successful business. The program claims to offer a simple 5-step system. Blah 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 blah. So now it talks about who we are, what we do, yeah, and how we help kids teach business and help them become entrepreneurs and become self-reliant. So now ChatGPT knows who exactly I want to target, and it also knows who it is, like what is the offer. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong with ChatGPT is they just expect it to know everything about your business. And this might take like 5 minutes to put together, but it's going to be the best little foundation. If you set this foundation in ChatGPT, you're going to get heaps better results with your copy, right? So if you got any questions, guys, we are live. Type them in to the chat and happy to answer them as we go through. So if you got any questions, type them in. So let's come back and have a look at, now that we've got that sorted out, we basically know who it is and what our offer is. The next step we want to get to is creating hooks. Now with YouTube ads, I might just, if I can, I might just show you guys like that we have a 4-part YouTube ad structure, which is probably unique. I haven't seen it anywhere else, but it works really, really well. So I'm just going to bring up a slide that explains what it is. Basically, it's 4 parts, but the most important thing that you're going to need to do is write good hooks, okay? Good hooks are where it's at. And if you don't know what a hook is what grabs people in that first 5 seconds. Now, on YouTube, for example, the biggest thing that you're going to get is getting this format right. So basically, it's 4 main parts. So here's some free training that we usually offer. But there's a hook, an elevator pitch, a story, and a close. Okay. Now, the most important thing of your YouTube ad is the hook. Now, think about it with YouTube ads. Literally, the thing with YouTube ads is that they're, someone's watching content on YouTube, and we're talking pre-roll ads here. This is the ad that's going to pop up while people are wanting to skip. Okay. So, you got 5 seconds to skip. What you say in that first 5 seconds is super important. Then you have an elevator pitch that summarizes your offer and talk. You may have a mini call to action in it. The story, this bit's really important. You have to help them in some way. Okay, that's really important. And then the close, get them to take action. Okay, so that's like a 30,000-foot view at the correct YouTube ad structure. Now that's going to be really important. The most important thing you can do with a YouTube ad is get a really good hook. Okay, now we've seen the difference between a bad hook and a good hook is like half the cost of your ad. So like $1 clicks versus $2 clicks. So getting the hook right is really important. Plus, we can get some really good data. So once we've got some good hooks and we've got the rest of it, we can create the rest of this really, really easily. So let's jump back into it. So what we want to do is we want to create hooks for your YouTube ads. The hooks can only be 5 seconds in length. We recommend somewhere between 10 to 20 words. Here are 10 different types of hooks to create. Okay, so what we're looking for here is we can say to ChatGPT, we can grab, where's that gone? We can grab this and say, we would like to create hooks for YouTube ads. Please help us create hooks for YouTube ads. The hooks may be 5 seconds ads, recommend. Okay, then we can say here is the that's what do you understand? We'll say yes. That's going to give me some already. So that's cool. So I think that's great. So yes, I understand. So now what we want to do, it's already sort of started doing it, is we actually want to do this. Okay. Please create 5 hooks that can be used at the beginning of YouTube ads to capture attention. Okay, cool. So now we can just come in here and do this. So this is going to give me 5 hooks. Now these different types of hooks are really cool. So you'll notice here there's big benefit, educate how to, find a weakness, validate beliefs, overcoming objections, so on and so on and so forth. Now we want to just basically copy all these commands. The commands are all set up, all ready to go. And you'll see that the types of commands that it spits out, right? So you can see here, transform your child's future today. You know, here are some hooks around this. Okay, now what we can do is number two. So how to, and this is it's as easy as copy and paste. So you literally don't really have to type anything. We'll get 5 hooks on this. We'll come back here while it's writing those 5 hooks. We'll grab the next command. So validate beliefs. This is a big one. If you can validate people's beliefs in the first 5 seconds that you meet them, it's going to be really cool. So you can see like, um, so this is actually not what I'm wanting them to be. So it's gone off track a little. So you unlock your potential in 5 days. These simple techniques. Okay, so all the hooks. Hooks. We need to promote the cool. So probably I need to just like tile in this a little more. So yeah, so promote the use of class, and they need to cool. So now we could probably have a look at that again. So I probably should have put the one word sentence above. Now, what I did have is a full example of this all ready to go. The problem that we have with this is I've actually lost all my previous chat history, which is a little annoying. Okay, cool. So now what we can do is, so it's a bit slow. Now that's better. Okay, so now we can see that these are on point. So we could probably come back in here and start again with the scripts. So we could come in here and just basically copy and paste. See these are much better. I want to teach your kids about life, sign up for master class, register for master class. Okay, cool. Want your kids to be their own boss. So these are much better answers than the ones we were getting at the beginning. Okay. So you can see here, the first 5 hooks were good. Unlock your child's future today. And then these ones here have sort of lost it a little, and then we've come back to it now. So perfect. So these are the sorts of hooks that I'm wanting to get. Cool. So let's see what we get now. If we come back and capture attention. Cool. Empower your kid. Yep. Cool. So that's looking good. They're coming along nicely. So 1, 2, educate how to. So we might be like, we might need to just add this in the end. How to, we might say successful business for they finish. How does that before you? How your kids can start a successful business before they finish school. Cool. And we can punch that in, and you'll see that it'll spit out like how to. So that's cool. We got a whole bunch of those. Now will be create. Okay, is that the main problem? Okay, so this would be. We'll just put this one in. Now I've already got the answers in here, so I can paste this out. Now this is really important. Like these hooks, like I know they kind of look painful to put in and copy and paste, but if you tried to write all of these like by hand, I know that this process takes forever, and we actually have like you know copywriters in our business that do this full time, and man, they spend hours writing this stuff. Okay, and the cool thing with ChatGPT is it'll just spit it out for you in seconds, right? Cool. So now we've got that in there, and we can just come through, create 5 hooks. That can be used to validate, and then we can come in here. Yep, that should be good. And then overcome objections. Okay, cool. So this is why people don't take action. Come over here. That's still thinking about the last one. So sometimes like there is a paid version of ChatGPT, which apparently is quicker. But for me, I just have the free one. So let's hope that this starts thinking and comes through really quick. Okay, there we go. So it's starting to write that now. So I'll let them write that up. So obviously, like ChatGPT is super popular, so it just has heaps of people on there. But yeah, look, while we're waiting for that to come through, I think I can just I can't do that one until it's finished writing the next 5. So yeah, so 2 secs while it writes that. But if you have any questions about ChatGPT, let me know. Now, the reason we want to put all of these hooks in here, I'll go ahead a little bit in the thing, is once we've got the hooks, the next thing that we want to do is tidy up the hooks, okay? And then we want to, here's the actual script, the command that you need to write really good ads, okay? Now, I know the more detail that I can give ChatGPT, like in terms of the hooks, like really good hooks, and I can give it like really good um, avatar and a really good, landing page that's got all the stuff on it. I'm going to be able to create really, really, really good ads. Okay. So, now, so that was like overcoming objections, why people don't want to do it. This is probably my favorite hook. Okay. So, like, of all the hooks that you can create, benefit, fear of missing out, like all of those, this is my favorite one. Okay. And the reason for that is because it's capture attention, 5 seconds long, but answer a rhetorical question based on where the answer is yes. So, for example, if I can get someone to agree with me in a rhetorical question in the first 5 seconds, that's super powerful. So, for example, I would do, um, you know, YouTube ads. Are you sick of burning money on Facebook ads that aren't working? Maybe you should try YouTube ads. So, like, they've had to say yes. Are you sick of wasting money on Facebook ads? People are going to go yes. Okay. So think about like what is a hook that you can do, and you wouldn't even have to put the yes. Are you interested in helping your kids build confidence, self-esteem through entrepreneurship? Okay, cool. So that's something people go, yeah, well, yeah, I am. And then you can go from there and relate with them. The cool thing is you haven't had to write any of these scripts, right? Like really, really fun. So please create 5 hooks in the beginning. Okay, so this is fear of missing out. That is a massive one. So we'll chuck that in. We're nearly done. Then we're going to put trend. So this is if you have a trend. So topic. So for example, one might be if I was doing something about YouTube ads, I could be like, a topic that would be good would be how to chat GPT and AI, right? So I could say, please create 5 hooks around the beginning of YouTube ads, capture attention, 5 seconds long, based around how AI can help you grow your business or something. Okay. Or it might be about Mother's Day or about Valentine's Day or about whatever, Christmas, if you really want. Okay. So topics, trends, you might want to go to Google Trends and have a look at what's going on. I'm going to miss that one because it's not really topical. There's not really any massive trend around youth in business at the moment. The next one I want to put in here is create 5 hooks that are used at the beginning of YouTube ads that is talked about shocking facts and numbers and statistics. So this is kind of a cool one because, the statistics that it pulls up can be pretty fun. Yeah, there you go. Did you know that 55% of the world's billionaires created businesses before the age of 30? Huh. 9 out of 10 kids will never start a business. Wow. So these are sort of the stats that you can use um, in your thing. And they'll just spit them out for you. I think that's really cool. And then lastly, this is our last one, curiosity based ones. These work really good for trainings and things like that. Or if you've got sort of a topic that's a little bit like secrets, curious, that sort of thing. Okay. Now, what's really cool is at the moment, I've given ChatGPT heaps of data and I haven't really written too much. Okay. Yeah, it lost the plot a little bit there on the hooks, but I brought it back. But you can see like there's a lot of information there that I've given ChatGPT before I ask it to go and actually create an ad, right? So to do that, the next thing I want to do is come down here and be like, okay, please select the top 10 hooks. Okay, now I want to see like of all of those, which are the top. I might just do the top. Oh, bugger it. I'll do 10. I'll follow the process. Top 10. Come in here and I'll be like, cool. Now this is going to give me, usually it says something like, cool. So this tells me which are the top 10. Now I've got like, 50 different ones there. It's picked out the top 10 that it thinks are going to be the best for stopping a YouTube viewer and encourage them to watch the rest of the ad. Okay. So these are the top 10 that it reckons. Now, of that top 10, which is the top 3 that would be successful? Okay. So I only want the top 3. Cool. So it's going to give me the top 3. So if you're thinking like, oh man, I'm going to have all these ads. So how do I know which are the best ones? So I probably wouldn't do 2. I wouldn't do number 2. So this is where you can be like, hey, I think this one and this one is going to be great, and you can go through and pick out the ones that you want. So I don't know about number 2, but I think Head Start in Life, that works really well. 70% option to start a business before the age of 18. So I like the top 2. Not so sold on the middle one, but I mean, if nothing else, I've got the top 10 there to pick out anyway. And then lastly, this is probably the best one. What are the top 5 hooks right, that capture attention of mothers, right? Because that's who our target market is. So I find that this is a bit better because you've given it a reference. So it'll spit out. Okay. Yeah. Now you can see like these are the ones that think's good in general. These are the ones that are great for, So look, I think they're better because I've given it more information. I've said like the attention of my target audience, right? Which really helps it out. Cool. So next up, now that we've done all of that, we've got our top 5 hooks. Now what we want to do is do this. We're going to finally write an ad. Okay. Please write a YouTube ad script for the masterclasses broken up into 4 parts. Okay. Now you can change the word masterclass to whatever it is that you want to use. Okay, cool. Please write a script for the YouTube ads broken up in 4 parts, a hook that does this. There's 20 seconds, 90 seconds. So this is for like a 2.5 minute ad. Oh, seriously. So basically, it's just thinking. There's just a lot of people on the server at the moment. So really frustrating, but it should come good. Now the cool thing is usually it'll save your chat that you've created, and then you can come in here and come back and grab all this detail I've done before, and I could show you some ads that we've created, but history is temporarily unavailable. So I'll have to wait for it to do that. So we might just slightly edit this. Let's see if that makes a difference. Oh man. So I don't know why that's not working, but usually you would put that in there and away you go, and that will spit out a full ad for you as it goes through. I'm sorry that it hasn't worked out. What I'll do though is I will send you through this template so you can actually check this out as well. So you can go through and have a look at this template. and basically use it in your business as well. I'll also send through the avatar template so you can have a look at that. But if you follow this process, you will get, when ChatGPT decides to play the game, you will actually get a really cool YouTube ad script that's going to work really tailored to your demographic and also straight to your business, right? So I'm not sure. I might actually just try and take that out. See if I can get that to work. But yeah, so I'll send you through all the resources. If you've got any questions, let me know. Happy to answer them as we go through. And if we can help you with anything at all, reach out to Titan Marketer, and we look forward to helping you there. For some reason, yeah, ChatGPT's just had a sad. So anyway, hopefully, guys, we did get to the end, which was cool. It's a shame the last bit hasn't worked. I'll probably jump on and do another live next week and just sort of show you how this process went. But if you've got any questions, guys, let us know. Other than that, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and hopefully we'll be able to help you in some way create your scripts with YouTube ads and ChatGPT. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.